Hi, my name is April Alexander and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing this backdrop right behind me from Kate Backdrop. But before we get into the video, please make sure that you've liked and subscribed to this channel. It just helps me reach so many more lovely people like yourselves and beat the pesky algorithm. We all hate it, I know. So a little bit about Kate Backdrops. They are a backdrop company that supply microfibre backdrops. So what a microfibre backdrop is, it's a synthetic yarn. So it's not human hair, it's not animal hair, it's nothing like that, but it does have a furry texture on the actual material itself. So this backdrop actually caught my eye because I've been searching high and low for a beautiful canvas backdrop. So a canvas backdrop is usually a hand-painted backdrop, and you can make them yourselves, but it just takes forever to do. So I got in touch with Kate Backdrop myself and I asked if they wanted to collaborate, and luckily they said yes. They agreed to send me one of their 10 by 10 backdrops and I chose this one. I decided to go for the Kate Texture Fine Art Nude Tones Abstract Backdrop. It's a little bit of a tongue twister. So they actually designed the backdrop with a photographer called Gant. The reason why I chose this backdrop was because I've been searching high and low for this very stone-like finish without paying an arm and a leg. So I've been looking at canvas backdrops and they are so expensive, and what kind of drew my eye to this backdrop was that obviously it's much cheaper. So when my backdrop arrived, it was quite crinkled, but I just used a hand steamer, just a cheap hand steamer that I got from Amazon, and with a few up and down motions, all the creases were gone pretty much, I would say, within like 15-20 minutes, but afterwards it just looked amazing. I purposely didn't iron the backdrop for this video just to show you what it looks like if it isn't ironed. And as you can see, it actually looks quite nice. So you have the versatility of ironing or steaming it, or you can leave it kind of a bit crinkled to give it a bit more of a rustic, worn-in look. Either way, it comes up beautifully on camera, as you can see. So I decided to put this backdrop through its paces. I used it in 3 different shoots. So I did one with my friend Curtis, and we used flash photography for that. And I did 2 other shoots with Denise and also with Ade, both in natural light. What I love about this backdrop is whether you use flash or natural light, the texture still looks absolutely beautiful. I really wanted that natural look. I didn't want anything to be too obvious or the texture to come out and look artificial. I wanted it to look like it could be stone or it could be something that is quite painterly, and that was the vibe that I wanted to go with all of the photo shoots that I had. With the beautiful Denise, she was wearing some gorgeous underwear from Freya, so I wanted to do a really nice painterly lingerie vibe shoot. I had her laying down, sitting down, softly posing, embracing all of her curves, and I feel that the backdrop really just complemented her beautifully. With Ade, he's more of a fashion model, so I wanted him to be very strong in the face and use his body in a way that kind of contradicts the background and the environment of being quite soft with his strong, statuesque physique. And then with Curtis, I wanted to do a shoot where he was suited and booted and looked like he was getting a profile done from GQ all the way to Time magazine. So I wanted something that stood out to be kind of like more of a profile portrait as opposed to a more fashion portrait, which is what I did with Ade. As I've got quite a small studio, I tend to stick it to my wall, so it gives me a little bit more space when trying to compose a fashion shot. But as you can see with the shoot that I did with Curtis, I ended up accompanying the Kate backdrop with another backdrop that I had to give a really nice depth, and it kind of made the set for the shoot just look a little bit more luxurious. This backdrop retails for about £118. which isn't too bad for something that's super portable and that gives you that stone-like effect for a fraction of the price of what you would pay if you were paying for a canvas backdrop. And also that price for a 10 by 10, that's 10 foot by 10 foot backdrop, is actually really, really good. With this backdrop, I'll be able to use it with multiple models and not have to fight to try and make sure that they're all seen on the backdrop. If you can afford a larger backdrop, definitely go for the 10 by 10. And I think it's definitely a great investment, especially if you're not wanting to break the bank. And now to the cons. There aren't many cons, but if I was to say something for them to improve, is that they have the detailing all around the rim of the backdrop. So if the front of the fabric was all the same as opposed to having the lining around the outside, I think that that will be favorable for me because it just means less retouching. So guys, that is the end of my review. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you would plan on getting one of these backdrops. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh, before I forget, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. If you didn't do it in the beginning, I'm reminding you now. Hopefully I'll see you again. Bye.